Hey guys, Desolate Magic here, and with Theros Beyond Death about to release, apparently some artwork from Ikoria has, I'll say, leaked. Some sources are telling me that this image up on the screen right now was in the pre-release kits for Theros Beyond Death. Now call me crazy, but I feel like I would have noticed that. But then again, I was kind of in a rush to open my packs and build my deck. And dozens of people are telling me they've never seen this before in their lives, so I mean, maybe it was a 1 in 100 thing, or maybe everybody had this in their pack and nobody looked at it. That would actually be pretty funny. But regardless, this is all we have to go on for Ikoria. Now, we do know that it will feature very large beastly creatures. We know that the pre-release kit for it will require there to be double-sided keyword cards, whatever that is. We're thinking, punch out stuff like Amonkhet. Like perforated labels that you rip apart and then set on creatures, and you can flip them over and stuff. And Mark Rosewater made some statements about how it's going to be kind of like a build your own creature, build it up over time kind of thing. And then I expressed my concern that, well, with all the anti-creature countermeasures, you don't want to sit there and build up a creature, and then one little 2-cost spell blows it away and they're dead. That set would be dead on arrival. So I have a feeling it's going to be kind of like Bestow, where you blast off portions of the creature, and when it dies, it doesn't really die, it just shrinks, or de-levels or something. Or maybe it just starts counting down lives, I don't know. It could be like Undying or Persist. Hard to tell, but this artwork definitely shows off one massive creature, and that is definitely some kind of weird mutant. It looks like a dog with bat ears, some kind of ox horns maybe, and the back, I don't know, a dinosaur. And this seems a little bit larger than the average puppy, but I'll be honest with you, I want one. I want a giant spiky puppy, damn it. I'm going to ride it into battle. And hopefully I'll ride it into battle against that I don't need no man, I'm a strong feminist, whatever the hell waste of time character, Vivian Reed, who's showing a black power fist in the artwork there. That's not surprising. Now the rest of the beasts in the background, more the middle right of the picture, look kind of mutated, kind of not normal, and this realm is going to be brand new, and it's going to be like the realm of the beasts according to what we've heard. So this set is definitely going to be creature oriented, although maybe not in the traditional way that we're used to. Now that said, I don't know if you guys have been on Arena lately, but the gameplay is exactly what I predicted. There is so much control and creature removal, it's ridiculous. It is almost impossible to win with nothing less than a giant wall of creatures, and even then you better dodge the board wipes. If you try to rely on 1, 2, or 3 hyper-powerful creatures to win, the point removal, aka single removal for creatures, is going to murder you to death. So is it the right time to release a creature-heavy set? Well, like I said, if it's just, creatures, tribals, yay, pick your tribal, kind of like Ixalan, where it was pirates, vampires, dinosaurs, pick one, I think that'll be done on Rival. Now, if it's something more like Bestow, build it up, destruction-resistant super creatures, I think that is what we need right now. But I have a feeling it'll be somewhere in the middle. I think the best creatures, the mythics, will be the ones that are really hard to kill, and you kind of assemble or mutate or whatever it is. But then everything else in that photo, pretty much dead. If that's just the side stuff, that's the commons, uncommons, and some of the bulk rares, ooh, bad time to be a creature. So now if we had a magic heavy, spell heavy, wizard heavy, or I'd say enchantment heavy, but yeah, do we really need that again? But just a classical, interesting spell, interesting effect set, would that be more interesting for the meta right now than creatures? Well, it would be more likely to win, more effective. But I mean, do we really need more hyper-powerful spells? That's what's causing all the creatures to die. I think it comes down to a matter of opinion. I mean, traditional blah magic from Alpha and Beta is I'm going to win with creatures and do interesting things on top of that. I'm going to swing, I'm going to hit you, biggest creature wins. Oh, look, some are flying, hey, first strike is a thing. As the game evolved, it's combat ability's cool. But now it's there's all kinds of ways to win that don't even involve creatures. And those are some of the more toxic decks. In fact, that's all of the more toxic decks, but the game would be boring if it was just my creatures are bigger than yours, I win, because there would be one deck, and that's it. So while I prefer creatures with interesting abilities, which seems to be what we might be getting in Ikoria based on this photo and what we've heard, I tend to play for the big fancy magical spells and effects and all that. I mean, if I'm playing a game, I'm the wizard, you know what I mean? Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, wizard, wizard, wizard. Magic is fun. Who needs defense? I'm just going to blow shit up. Narrow, stupid, repetitive win cons, you know, glass cannon combos and just all in one trick pony decks. Those are all ones that tend to win without creatures. So am I happy that Ikoria is coming and it's very like back to nature, mutations, creatures, rar, and not like, oh, look at all this amazing, you know, fancy mage stuff. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I mean, whatever. I think either way can go degenerate. I mean, I could name some tribals that got completely out of control and their only gimmick was they're a tribal. So, I mean, you could have broken, unfun, uncreative creature decks that play the same way every time. You could have broken, spell-heavy, you know, interesting effect, magic-heavy decks, and those could be degenerate. I mean, it is what it is. So I guess we'll see when we see how the cards actually work. But I just wanted to, you know, state it both ways because I've been seeing a lot of reactions online like, creatures, boring creatures, creatures is dumb, creatures won't live. Oh, I hate playing with creatures, it's just another tribal, it's just gonna be slivers all over again. I mean, it might be, but maybe not. Because, you know, the alternative isn't necessarily that much better. Everybody just thinks the grass is always greener. Oh, for you, like, non-Americans that don't know our stupid sayings, on the other side is the rest of that statement. I mean, if you think any creature deck could possibly get worse than just red burn, rar, I'm a fire mage burning your face, you're wrong. I mean, I prefer interesting, unique magical effects that can be combined into interesting decks, and that's that. If it involves creatures, great. So I guess we'll have to see when some of the spoilers start or when the cards leak. So I believe mid-April is the time that this is coming out. So the end of March, we should be seeing some spoilers, hopefully. Unless, like I said, they leak, which is very likely. So let me know what we should name the big giant super doggo in this artwork. I want to name him Clifford. And I'll see you guys next video.